The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is CNEagles.com. I'm the voice of the Eagles Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head softball coach Vickee Kazee-Hollifield. Vic, time to lift the lid on the 2017 campaign here at Mossy Creek. Year 32 for Carson-Newman softball. And you start off with a familiar foe, Lees-McRae. They've been your opening day opponent 4 out of the 32 years that Carson-Newman has had softball, including 3 of the last 5. What is it about opening up with the Bobcats here of late that has led you down that path?
Well, truth be known about that, they're in an area where there's a lot of snow skiing that goes on. It's a beautiful campus, but a lot of times there's a lot of snow and they don't have the opportunity to, have as many games in February at home. So that's why that one happens. And also the proximity, the closeness of the schools, driving distance.
You look at Lees-McRae under second-year head coach Jacqueline Poole. Most wins that they've had in the last 5 years came last season. She seems to have that program trending in the right direction. They returned 17 players from a year ago. What do you have to do for your young club to come out of the gates against a team that has some veteran status?
Well, as coaching staff, when you start preparing for teams, my first question is, how many do they return? And Coach Graves looked at me and said, all of them. So we know that they do return a veteran ball club, and there's a lot to be said for having, game experience. And so what we know, again, these kids play with a lot of energy. You can talk to their coach, and you can tell she has that energy as well, and that's permeated throughout her team. So we know we've got to be ready.
Meanwhile, you look to Allie Webster, Kristen Topple to provide the potent energy from your team. What have those two done here as preseason all-conference performers to cement themselves as the leaders of this unit?
I think the best thing that they offer is just the example that they give day in and day out by how hard they work. I can hear myself at practice saying, hey, I've got a junior giving us that right there. Everybody else needs to be giving that as well. So I truly believe, and Allie with pitching as well, I think their example is the way that they go out and practice day in and day out.
Quick turnaround after Lees-McRae. I know you don't want to look too far ahead, but Concord comes to town on Saturday. That's a team that you split with a year ago. That's a 31 ball club from a year ago with one of the more prolific offenses in the country. What's it take for the Eagles to slow down the Mountain Lions?
Again, a very good team. They're always solid. They don't do anything to hurt themselves. We've got to put runs on the board, when you play against them, because you know they're going to score some runs. So, again, Adam, it all goes back to me. It starts with defense. We've got to be exceptionally good on defense, and we're going to be a little young in some areas, so I hope we grow up real fast. I really do, like in the next 3 practices. But sincerely, I see us, needing to make some strides defensively for us to reach some of the goals that we have.
How eager is this team to actually get out there and play some actual games against real competition instead of just battling one another in the orange and blue?
Well, I hope that's why our practices maybe have been down for a couple of days. And a coach never likes to, the week of the preparation that goes into that. But I just felt like our last 2 practices driving home, I'm like, you kind of second guess yourself a little bit. Do we need to come back and work on this? But on the flip side of that, I know that they have been practicing a while and they are ready. They're eager to play. And I'm sure there's going to be some nerves, but I think that's good energy as well.
Vic, thanks for the time. Good luck this week against the Bobcats and Mountain Lions.
Thanks, Adam.
It's Carson-Newman head softball coach Vickee Kazee-Hollifield. I'm the voice of the Eagles Adam Cavalier, and this is CNEagles.com.